Yo, what is good, Knicks Nation? Welcome back to Knicks Media. This is Richie, and in this video, I'm going to give you guys my recap to the New York Knicks victory over the Toronto Raptors. We beat them 102-96, and this was another really close, gritty game from the New York Knicks. Another very clutch performance from RJ Barrett, hitting a three-pointer with 36 seconds left to give us the lead. And I am just so happy that RJ Barrett continues to show up in the clutch after he continuously gets disrespected from ESPN, not being named on the top 25 under 25 years old list. Anthony Edwards said that he's not clutch and we wanted him to shoot that, and RJ Barrett said in an interview, "I cannot wait until my next opportunity to prove that I'm a clutch player." And ever since then, he has been lights out. Whether it's the Memphis Grizzlies game last Friday night, the game I was at, 15 straight points in the fourth quarter and overtime, and now tonight when he shows up in the clutch. Wow, we got a lot to get into in today's video. Before I do so, if you guys are new to Knicks Media, do not forget to hit that subscribe button. If you guys want to check me out over on Instagram and Twitter, you guys know where to find me at NYKnicks_media. And if you guys enjoyed the video, please do not forget to thumbs it up. With that being said, let's jump right in. So, wow, what a game from the New York Knicks. This was a must-win. And I feel like I say that every video because now I feel like every game is a must-win for the New York Knicks because we are getting into the last part of the season. We are midway through April almost, and it is almost playoff time, guys. And the Eastern Conference, if you guys look at the standings, you know how tight it is. We're in the 8th seed. Unfortunately, everybody ahead of us, like the Hawks and the Hornets and the Celtics and the Heat and all those guys, they keep winning. So we need to keep up with them. We need to win these games. The Toronto Raptors, they're low-key a team that's trying to fight for that 10th spot to get into the play-in tournament, and they've been red hot ever since they acquired Gary Trent Jr. So this was a game where we needed to come out and get the dub. We know what happened last night. Trent Jr. went crazy, had like 40-plus points, did not miss. He was like 17 of 19, and I was a little worried about this game because the Raptors are low-key a very slept-on team. Even though the record doesn't look like it, they are a team that we have to be really ready to perform against, and that's exactly what we did. We were in control the entire game from start, and then the third quarter we fell apart. That we had that really crazy delay. It was like a rain delay in the Knicks game. I was like, what's going on? I had to worry about my Mets getting rained out today, and now I have to worry about the Knicks getting rained out, and all of a sudden there's a leak down on the roof, and I thought the game was getting suspended, but luckily we got the play. And that third quarter, the Knicks just fell apart, and the Raptors got the lead back. It was their first lead of the game, and it was really upsetting. But what the Knicks did in the fourth quarter, they held their ground. They started playing defense. They started hitting clutch shots. And hey, I want to talk about, the rotations from Thibodeau. It was interesting. We saw Kevin Knox coming in the second half instead of Obi Toppin. I kind of like what I saw from Obi a little bit in the first half, so it was a pretty interesting move. Julius Randle, he had a very good game as well. Derrick Rose had a solid game off the bench. Nerlens Noel with 4+ blocks once again. And this was like a very team-oriented win. We came together. This was probably one of the most impressive ball movements on the offensive end from the Knicks I saw tonight. Not really in the fourth quarter, late in the game. They kind of went ISO. But throughout the game, we saw some spectacular passing from RJ, even from Elfrid Payton. Elfrid Payton did not have a bad game tonight. He did his job. We saw a very good ball movement. You like to see that because the reason why the Knicks are so good on defense is because they play as one, they play together, they communicate, they switch, they trap, and on offense, they need to start playing as one, and we saw that tonight. So that's a very good thing that we saw. So let's get into the individual performances, why don't we? Let's start off with our all-star Julius Randle, braided Julius, looking like Emmanuel quickly with those braids. I love it. Julius Randle finished with 26 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 7 of 19 from the field. He struggled from beyond the arc, 1 of 8 from downtown, but he was 11 of 11 from the free throw line, which is very impressive. So Julius Randle, you love to see him bounce back, because the game I was at against the Grizzlies, he did not have his best game shooting the rock. He had a triple-double, but still, he could not shoot. He could not get any buckets to go. So it's good to see him come out with 26 points. He did his job. He did bully work down low. He hit his mid-range jumper when it was there, and he hit his free throws, and he got his teammates involved as usual with the 5 dimes. RJ Barrett, 19 points, 5 assists for RJ Barrett with the fresh cut, 7 of 12 from the field, super efficient, 2 steals, 3 of 6 from downtown, 50%. You can't ask for more, a plus-minus of a plus 11. And listen, I want to go off about RJ Barrett real quick because you guys know I've been high on RJ throughout ever since he got drafted, all throughout his, struggles, his dark times. I knew that he would fight through it. I knew he had that mentality to deal with adversity for a 19-year-old rookie last year to go through what he went through. Now this year as a 20-year-old to push through this adversity, it feels like the entire league's against him. Nobody's giving them respect. Was not on the first or second all-rookie team, as we know. And a lot of Knicks fans, not all Knicks fans, I know that, but some Knicks fans gave up on RJ earlier on this season, and I was just never one of those. So RJ Barrett, the reason why I feel like he is the future of this New York Knicks team is simple. It's his work ethic. It's his mentality. It's his ability to just get better and better and not get phased from the big moment. That's what separates good players to great players. It's all about the mind. I don't know if you guys noticed, but now that I'm reminding you guys, for those that don't know, before every single game, you'll see RJ Barrett before tip-off. He goes like this. He goes like that. And I watched an interview like a couple years ago, and I remember RJ said, that means I'm turning on the mentality, the Mamba mentality. He idolized Kobe Bryant, rest in peace to Kobe, and he called himself the Maple Mamba because he always loved having that mentality. He really felt like that's what separates him and Duke. In the high school days, he loved having that, upper echelon mentality, and that's why I feel like RJ is destined to be great on the New York Knicks. The one problem I have, though, it has nothing to do with RJ, but it's the usage of I don't know what it is, the coaching staff or the players around him. He needs to start getting the ball more. He needs to start letting the offense run through him. He only shot the ball once, I think, in the with 5 minutes left in the fourth. I think that three-pointer he hit in the 36 seconds left was his first shot attempt in 5 minutes, and that's inexcusable. I don't like Alec Burks being the point guard and running the offense at all. I'll be straight with you guys. I love Alec Burks. He's a very clutch player. He shows up in big moments. Tonight he had a very clutch shot. He had a really good pass to Julius Randle cutting to the basket, and he dunked it home. That was a very good look from Alec Burks. But overall, I'm not sold on Alec Burks running the point because I feel like he dribbles too much and he doesn't pass a lot. I know that one possession he did make a really nice pass to Julius, but other than that, he dribbles the ball out and it seems like he forces up shots, and I don't like that isolation Alec Burks point guard type. I want to see ball movement. I want to see them look for RJ Barrett. They should call plays for RJ. Let him do a pick and roll. Let him cut to the rim. Let him do a mid-range jumper, or let him even create his own shot, or let him bully someone down low, because RJ Barrett is proving to be somebody that is very good in the clutch moments, and they need to give him every opportunity. I don't understand why he only shot the ball 12 times tonight. I want to see him start shooting at least minimum 15 plus shots a night. I think that, if you look at what Randle's been doing all year, here's our number one option. He should be shooting like what he's doing because he's the number one guy in the Knicks. He's shooting at least 18 plus shots a night. I think RJ Barrett deserves that. I feel like if he does that, he would average over 20 plus points per game, but maybe that's the next step of RJ Barrett's evolution. Next year we'll see in year 3, but we don't want to get too far ahead. But overall, I actually gave him RJ Barrett. He's just proving every single game that he's getting better. He's like one of the best shooters from beyond the arc so far in this season from like January. I think I saw a stat. It's Joe Ingles, Joe Harris, and RJ Barrett is a top 3 3-point shooter since January. He's shooting 46%. Are you kidding me? If you take away that cold stretch at the beginning of the year, RJ's shooting 46 from downtown. That is unheard of. That is a crazy leap from RJ. He deserves a ton of credit. Another individual performer I want to talk about is Elfrid Payton. He did not have a bad game tonight. He actually did his job. He had only 16 minutes with 11 points, 3 assists, 4 rebounds, 5 of 7 from the field, and 1 for 2 from downtown. So it's good to see Elfrid Payton do, his job when he's on the floor. And it's interesting, man. He only had 16 minutes, and that shows you that Thibodeau doesn't want Payton out there in crunch time. And that's really interesting to me. Why is Elfrid Payton starting the game, but he's never in the fourth quarter? And I'm not saying I want him in the fourth quarter, obviously, but it's just interesting how he doesn't get a lot of minutes. It feels like his role is to start the game off with the starters and then finish off the game in the second half and then start the game off in the third quarter, and then he's done for the day. That's the situational minutes I'm getting from Elfrid Payton, and hey, I'm all for it. I don't think he deserves 20 plus minutes per game. He is the worst Knick on the team. His plus minus is a negative something crazy, the worst on the team. So the Knicks are better without him on the court throughout the season, but tonight he definitely did not have a bad game. Who else had a good game tonight? Nerlens Noel, 9 points, 13 rebounds with 4 blocks and a steal. That is awesome to see Nerlens Noel. He is stepping up. We know that This Knicks team has been getting hindered from rebounding ever since the loss of Mitchell Robinson. We need to crash the boards. You need to finish the defensive possessions with the rebound. And tonight, we actually did our job rebounding the ball. Against the Grizzlies, it was a problem. A couple weeks ago, it's been a problem rebounding. But tonight, Nerlens Noel was there to snag 13 boards, and that's huge. And those 4 block shots, he's just tenacious when it comes to protecting that rim. The one thing about Nerlens I just don't get, he just has butterfingers on offense. Whenever they feed him the rock, he just fumbles it. It's just a funny thing that I don't understand. But hey, you can't be perfect right there. It's not Mitchell Robinson, even though Mitch does fumble it sometimes. But hey, guys, we got the W tonight. The bench, there was not really anything else we could talk about. Derrick Rose, 11 points, 4 of 10 from the field. Emmanuel Quickley, he had 3 points, and he struggled tonight, actually, 1 of 8, and he had 5 rebounds of his own. So, yeah, that's it for the individual performances. This was a very, very important win for the New York Knicks. We needed to get back to 500, reversing the LA Lakers tomorrow night. A Lakers team that's missing LeBron and Anthony Davis that just blew out the Brooklyn Nets with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. So we'll see what we can do tomorrow against the Lakers. If you guys enjoyed this video, do not forget to like it and comment down below your thoughts, and also comment the Statue of Liberty emoji so I know you guys are here. That does it for this video. I am so happy we got this win. Let me know how excited you are down below, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Let's go Knicks. Peace.